Welcome to Skedlive for March 20th, 2014. I'm Brad McDonald. Here are today's news stories. 2 people are dead after a 3-alarm fire in Toronto's Kensington Market early this morning. Police and firefighters rescued 10 others after the fire broke out around 2 a.m. District Fire Chief James Green called the fire in the crowded apartment a chaotic scene. The cause of the fire is not yet known. Toronto police are investigating a double homicide in the city's East End. 2 men were shot near Danforth and Woodbine Avenue. 1 man was pronounced dead at the scene and the other died in hospital. 2 suspects were seen running away after the shooting. 2 teenage girls are wanted after a woman was stabbed at Scarborough Town Centre. A woman in her 20s was stabbed around 7:30 Wednesday night in an attack police are calling a robbery gone bad. The victim is in stable condition. Toronto's mayoralty race has another contender. Toronto publisher Sarah Thompson has officially registered to run for mayor. Thompson arrived at City Hall in a horse and buggy this morning to file her papers. Thompson says transit will be a priority in her campaign. Thompson ran for mayor in 2010 but dropped out of the race. Alberta has a new interim premier. Dave Hancock will replace Alison Redford, who resigned last night after questions about her character and travel expenses. As the date for Quebec's provincial election draws near, a new poll gives the Liberals a 5-point lead over the Parti Québécois. The CTV Ipsos Reid poll shows the Liberals with 37% support, while the PQ has 32%. The Quebec leaders debate tonight. Voting day is April 7th. Australia's Prime Minister Tony Abbott says satellite images may show parts of missing flight MH370, which vanished 12 days ago. The pictures show 2 large objects in the southern Indian Ocean. It's not yet clear if these are parts of the missing flight. CBC reports ships are still days away from the area and poor visibility makes the search by plane harder. Skedline reporter Nabila Hashimi talked to the people about the first day of spring today.
It's the first day of spring and we're already seeing progress. The snow has melted and the climate is getting warmer. Here's what Humber students have to say.
Relieved that winter's actually coming to an end. So yeah, it's nice to see all this nice weather.
The weather outside is bitterly brisk, and as you can see, today it's horrendously cloudy. I hope that improves really soon because it's gorgeous, it's really beautiful, and I would very much like that to shine out, you know?
It feels still cold. It feels good that it's 1 degree, but the feel is -6, so I'm opening my jacket and I'm walking. So it's pretty good. At least I'm not walking on the snow today, so it's quite fun.
This is Nabila Hashimi for Skedlive. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Nabila. Let's turn it over to Alison Greco, who can tell us what the first day of spring will really mean over the next 5 days. Alison.
Thank you. Today is the first day of spring, but it turns out we still have some chilly weather in store for us until we can close the winter closets for good, unfortunately. So today is overcast, where the high will be 2 with a low of -4. Here's the rest of your 5-day forecast. The sun will shine on us Friday with the temperature reaching a high of 3, but dropping to -4 later in the day. On Saturday, the temperature will not change from Friday. The high will be 3 and the low will be -2, but there will be a mix of snow and rain, but nothing much compared to what we're used to. The following days will be a bit colder and the conditions will be partly cloudy, with Sunday having a high of -4 and a low of -10. Followed by Monday with a high of -3 and a low of -12, and Tuesday with a high of -1 and a low of -10. It looks like the ice won't be thawing too much during the first week of spring, but hopefully next week will bring us some sunny days to look forward to. I'm Alison Greco, back to studio.
Thank you, Alison. Rudy Moscoso has this look at sports. Rudy.
Thanks, Brad. The Leafs lost to the Lightning 5-3 yesterday in Tampa Bay. The Maple Leaf defenseman Paul Ranger left the game on a stretcher after hitting his head against the boards on a hit from Tampa Bay Lightning forward Alex Killorn. The team announced he's stable and conscious. The Leafs are currently 4th in the Atlantic Division and 7th in the Eastern Conference. They play the Canadiens Saturday in Montreal. Toronto has 80 points and a 36-27-8 record, while the Canadiens have 83 points and a 38-25-7 record. Let's move to basketball. The 3-week NCAA basketball tournament March Madness tips off today across the United States. 30 Canadians will play in the year's tournament, and many are expected to dominate on the court. This goes hand in hand with the emergence of Canada as a basketball nation. After all, we invented the game. We're currently 9th in the International Basketball Federation top 10. Canada already has the 3rd most players in the NBA after the US and France. Back at their home court, the Raptors beat the New Orleans Pelicans 107-100. They currently sit 1st in the Atlantic Division and 3rd in the Eastern Conference. DeMar DeRozan scored 31 points. Gravis Vasquez finished with 14. They both had a great game and snapped a 2-game skid. The Raptors' next stop is Atlanta, where they play the Hawks on Sunday, March 23rd at 1 in the afternoon. Atlanta has 31-35 and .470, while Toronto has a 38-29 and .567. Now to our voice of summer. The Jays beat the Phillies 11-6, and they are now 1st in the Eastern Division. Wait, of course, it's still spring training. Toronto faces Detroit on Saturday, March 22nd. Jose Bautista had a great start of the season, hitting 2 homers on Wednesday's game. So let's hope he keeps it up and the rest of the team maintains a high level. A year ago, many experts predicted that Toronto Blue Jays would make a World Series appearance. But as we all know, that did not happen. We need to forget last season's 74-88 record and push for a playoff spot. That's it for today. Skedline Sports Report. I'm Rudy Moscoso. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Rudy. This has been Sked Live for March 20th. I'm Brad McDonald. Until next time.